The mindful listener. In a peaceful village surrounded by lush forests and rolling hills, there was a man named Arjun. Arjun was known for his eloquent speech and quick wit. He often found himself at the center of every conversation, eagerly speaking his thoughts and sharing his knowledge. People admired him for his ability to articulate his ideas, but there was one thing that Arjun had not yet learned: the true art of listening. One day, a wandering monk visited the village. The monk, old and serene, was known for his wisdom and deep insight into life. Hearing of the monk's arrival, Arjun eagerly rushed to meet him, thinking that such a wise figure could teach him even more ways to sharpen his mind and skills of speech. When Arjun found the monk sitting beneath a tree, he wasted no time and began speaking. He talked about the world, about the nature of human existence, and about the struggles he faced in life. His words flowed like a river, and he barely paused for a breath, wanting to share his thoughts as quickly as possible. The monk listened in silence, nodding occasionally. Arjun, full of enthusiasm, continued without noticing that the monk had not said a word in return. As Arjun finished his long monologue, he looked expectantly at the monk, waiting for advice, wisdom, or a response. The monk remained silent for a moment before speaking. "Arjun," he said gently, "do you know the power of a listening heart?" Arjun was taken aback. "I speak often to others, and I share what I have learned, but I have not had much success in gaining deeper wisdom from those around me. What do you mean by the power of listening?" The monk smiled kindly and gestured to a nearby river. "Come, sit with me, and I will show you something important." Arjun, curious, followed the monk to the edge of the river. The monk pointed to the water, which flowed gently along its path. The sound of the water was peaceful, a quiet rhythm that seemed to match the calmness of the monk. "Do you hear the river?" the monk asked. "Of course," Arjun replied. "It's the sound of water flowing." "Yes," said the monk. "But do you also hear the silence beneath the sound of the river? The stillness that exists alongside the flow?" Arjun paused. He focused more intently, listening carefully. At first, he only heard the sound of the water moving, but then, as he allowed his mind to quiet, he became aware of the deeper silence beneath it, the space that gave the sound meaning, the stillness that allowed the river to flow. "Now," the monk continued, "in the same way, true wisdom is not found only in the words we speak, but in the silence that lies beneath them. When we listen with a calm and open mind, we hear not just the words, but the deeper truth behind them." Arjun was silent, contemplating the monk's words. "The river does not flow by trying to make noise," the monk said. "It simply flows, quietly, effortlessly. When you listen with the same quiet mind, you can hear not just the words, but the deeper meaning in the spaces between them. That is where true wisdom is found." Arjun thought deeply about this and began to understand. He had spent much of his life speaking and sharing his thoughts, but had rarely taken the time to truly listen. He had been so focused on his own words that he had missed the deeper meanings hidden in the conversations around him. "I see now," Arjun said, his voice calm and reflective. "True wisdom comes from listening, not just from speaking. By quieting the mind and allowing others to speak, I can hear their deeper truths and learn more than I ever could by just talking." The monk nodded, pleased with Arjun's realization. "Yes, Arjun, the mindful listener is not only attentive to the words, but also to the silence in between. That silence holds the essence of understanding. It is in this silence that we can hear the heart of others and discover the wisdom they carry." From that day forward, Arjun made a conscious effort to listen more deeply. Whenever someone spoke to him, he no longer rushed to respond or share his own thoughts. Instead, he focused on being present, paying attention not just to the words, but to the emotions, intentions, and silent spaces that accompanied them. As he practiced this mindful listening, Arjun discovered that he gained more wisdom and understanding than he ever had before. He built stronger, more meaningful relationships, and his ability to offer wisdom grew because he truly heard others with an open heart. In time, the villagers came to recognize Arjun not just for his eloquence, but for his ability to listen with empathy and understanding. He had learned that true wisdom is not found in speaking, but in listening with a quiet and focused mind, allowing the silence to reveal the deeper truths that words alone could not express. The mindful listener teaches us that the greatest wisdom is often found not in what we say, but in what we hear. By listening deeply and attentively, with an open and calm heart, we can uncover truths that are often hidden in the spaces between words. In silence, we discover the profound wisdom of life, relationships, and the world around us. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.